And just like that, it's the next day. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like and subscribe and comment below. It really helps things out. I know we're young, I know we're new, just getting things figured out. I got Mike on the way. Nice guy. He helps me talk louder and clearer. And a whole bunch of other cool stuff that should be here within the middle of next week, end of the month, roughly, into February. But we're gonna go check out what we set up for our seed cleaning outfit. It is still not ideal. There are still a lot of things not really right on it, but it's working. We are running out of grain to feed our calves, and we have grain in our bins that have peas in them. And we don't want to feed our peas to the cattle because they're too expensive. But in order for it to work properly, it's just a really, really slow process. And so we're gonna make an executive call within the next couple minutes. You know what happens, you know, we'll get enough for tomorrow and try something else. But yeah, we'll check it out. All right, so what we got going on here is we got the same thing. We got the auger coming out of the bin, and instead of going into that big spiral, we're going into this big circular tube, and I'll take you up close to it pretty soon here. So it's going in. We got peas coming out the one end, and it's going into the mini bag, and then the oats are going up an auger into the roller mill and into the grain wagon for our calves. And it's sort of not really working. It's just really slow. I'll take you along. I mean, it's not working very good. So we had oats coming out the one end, and they didn't have any peas in them, which was okay. But the one with the oat, or the peas coming out of it, had a lot of oats in it. And we don't want that. We want as many oats as possible for our calf. And you see it sort of running into the feed wagon out there. I mean, it's just, the wind's almost blowing more of it away than it's actually going in the feed wagon. All right, we're gonna have a little fun. Little guessing game. Okay, so we have here this really old thing. Okay, I want you to tell me what it is. Okay, now I'll, you know, give you some pointers. It was drawn by horses at one point. It has windows in it, steel wheels. I mean, the thing has got to be 120 at least years old. I'll show you inside too. And so we have a coffee maker. We have an old leather bag, paper siding. It's probably at one point insulation. Let's see if I can climb up in there for you. Okay, mice, don't eat me. Okay, we have hangers, bee's nest, a roll of thread. Where did it go? Right here. An old spool, wire, and I guess the golden question is, what is this thing? I'll let you guess in the comments. The correct winner, the correct guesser I should say, gets absolutely nothing but maybe a shout out in a video. I think that would be fun. So the peas that we're getting out of this stuff, and I correct what I said yesterday in the last video, how we're screening yellow peas. Not so, we're actually screening what are called maple peas. And there are these guys right here. And so you see how they're purple, maybe purple. You don't want to eat these, okay? You don't even want to feed them to your cattle because they taste bad, they're bitter. The only reason why we grow these guys is because we can cut the plant when it's green and they have soft peas in them. So like the kind of peas that you'd pick in your garden, they're nice and soft. We would cut it, we'd cut the whole field when the peas are at that stage, when the barley and the oats are in their what's called milk stage or dough stage. And then we would cut it and we would bale it up. We'd make bale silage for our cattle for winter, for like right now. And so these peas, these maple peas, are a special variety that were just made not that long ago that actually create. I'm going to put these in my pocket. Okay. So those peas, maple peas, they get really tall. We've had maple peas get about as tall as I am. You cut them down, it makes lots of feed. Those, the leaves on them, I mean, we're gonna get into things about nitrogen fixation, all kinds of cool stuff, you know, the legumes. And so those big leaves that are the size of the palm of my hand, they're grabbing the sunlight and they're taking everything down, putting it right into the soil. So that's really good, one thing. But also we're getting all that plant matter and we're getting it put into our cattle, which is really good too. That's why we grow them. Which is kind of why we're not wanting to feed them, because A, they taste bad, and B, they make really good green feed, it's called. Well, I'm gonna end it now. Thank you so much for watching. Not sure if this is gonna be a long video or a short video, but nonetheless, thanks for sticking around. This is David Luce at Loose Ends Ranch. You can check us out at looseends.ranch.com. Like, subscribe, comment below. I want you guys to try and guess what that special piece of machinery was, that really old one. It's one of the oldest things we have here. And catch you next time.